Hey guys, I'm back with a couple purple belt thoughts here. Thinking about that saying, it's better to have one sharp knife than 10 dull knives, right? It's an interesting idea, right? We want to have one really good guard pass as opposed to 10 crappy ones, right? One really good finishing technique from each position rather than knowing 10 that we're just not good at and can't execute well. So I love that saying, and I like to think not as my techniques as knives, but instead I like to think of them as tools, right? Tools that I need to do different jobs, because each attack, each movement is different, right? And so just having one knife isn't going to get a guard pass and top mount and secure the mount and get a finish with a Kimura, right? We got to think about having lots of different tools in our toolbox, right? And so let's say you're taught a certain technique by your instructor, an armbar from guard, right? That is almost the ideal situation. And we've all had that frustration. We've seen that, you know, we take it, okay, we put my foot here, I put my hip here, I slide my leg around, grab the arm like this, and wham, it's an armbar. But it doesn't work like that in real life, right? We need to adapt a little bit. So I think of it as being taught, here's how this tool works. Now you go out and make that tool, okay? And so you need to adapt it to your body, to your age, to your size, to your opponent, all right? Because not all tools are going to work, even when they work on, people of the same size, people smaller, larger, it may not work. All right, so think about how you can adapt those tools to that, and then how we can connect those tools to other tools that we have in our toolbox, right? If you look in somebody who knows how to use tools, you look in their toolbox, they don't just have 50 random tools. They may have woodworking tools, they may have plumbing tools, they may know a little bit about each of these things and have some of the basics for all of these, but they have a bunch of different tools, but they know how to use them all, okay? Which is why it's easier to learn sometimes. Like for me, being a guard player, when I'm taught a guard technique, no problem. I can stack it right up because I have intimate knowledge of the guard, and I will use that. Pulling up here in parent pickup. And I can connect that because I have a ton of experience. When I'm taught a deep half guard technique though, that's something that's not necessarily in my wheelhouse. I'm learning, I'm still developing a deep half guard. So I would say another component, and something else we can work on to help improve our jiu-jitsu, is to make sure that we are playing those specific positions as we're learning them and developing them. If I'm taught a deep half guard technique and then I don't use deep half guard for 3 months, and then somehow I stumble upon it, I start to do something and I go, that technique didn't work, it was junk, that's my own fault because I didn't use it, right? I was taught how to make a tool and then I didn't actually make the tool myself, okay? Because that's how often we need to do it, how we need to use it in order to be successful, okay? So think about making your tools and connecting them with other tools in your toolbox. All right, thanks.